Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back to some more NTW3 historical action for you today. And today we have the Battle of Lapua, fought in 1808 between the armies of Sweden and the Russian Empire. So yes, this was the Russian invasion of Finland, part of like the Finnish War, and Sweden at the time did own parts of Finland, so they were quite inclined to carry on fighting the Russians and hold on to their dominions in that part of the world. So this is a relatively small battle. There was only about 4,700 Swedes, and there was about 4,000 Russians, and about 15 or so guns on either side. But this was a Swedish victory, and the Swedes lost around about 25 men, well, dead anyway, and about 100 or so wounded, while the Russians lost about 200 killed. So I imagine the numbers today are going to be slightly inflated compared to that. I imagine there's going to be hundreds more dying in this one as the Swedes are marching forward now. They are getting into range. We can see these glorious boys coming into action here, ready to defend their Finnish dominions. Got their funky little like top hats on. They're iconic for the Swedes. And then their blue and yellow uniforms, as always. But yes, so this was a scenario that we did do on the channel a little while ago. And yeah, I think it was part of a stream actually that we did. And yeah, it's a pretty fun one. People have been asking for a sort of like a Sweden versus Russia scenario. And I thought, well, Lapua is actually a custom map. We do actually have an actual map. So Lapua is back here. And that is the main objective of the Russians today, is to hold Lapua. So currently they're actually in town in front. They're in Storbin at the moment. So they're holding like a front line before the final defense. So yeah, Lapua is across this river over here, and this is in here with this lovely church. So yeah, we have a Kamenensky Corps, we have Kulniov, probably butchering that name, and we have Buxhovden over here as well. So we have some pretty okay corps. I mean, to be honest, my corps that I was playing was Kamenensky. I was the weakest of the three corps, and I had nothing ready to work with. My army was very expensive, though the units are pretty damn big, but that doesn't really mean a lot. 103 for Grenadiers is very nice, though. I'll be using those as best as I can. But yeah, we have guns set up here, as you can see. Infantry behind. I don't know if this is technically like allowed. I don't know if infantry can just stand on top of the guns like this. Also, the infantry is going to shoot their own gun crew, so it's not really in the Russian interest anyway. I mean, they are Grenadiers, so I guess if there's a cav charge, these guys can form square, and the crew can hide behind the squares. And if there's a melee charge, I guess the Grenadiers can counter-charge and try and break whatever charges them. But we'll see. But the first shots of the battle already fired. It's from some Strelki over here. They're trying to just harass the Swedish horde. I don't know if that was actually supposed to happen. I don't know. I feel like both sides are still sort of setting up. I feel like the Russians are almost in place. Oh, we have their 12-pounder still coming all the way over here. But yeah, so we'll just fast forward for while we wait then. It just seems like that 12-pounder just got to get into position. But yes, if you're enjoying the NTW3 action and would like to see some more, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. We're working towards 9k subs ever so slowly. We're getting there. So yes, all of your subs are very much appreciated. And make sure to hit that notification bell if you haven't as well, because then you don't miss out on any NTW3 battles or streams that we do cover on the channel. And oh boy, do we have some good ones lined up for you. I've got some very good historical scenarios that have been sent, and some pretty good customs as well. I always do like to show off the wacky custom battles that you guys get yourselves into. But yeah, so this one looks like we're almost in position. 12-pounder's just got to get there. I mean, that must be like a pain to just drag across these muddy fields. I mean, these are big guns. I'm not surprised. They are doing pretty good work there. But yes, also, if you want to get involved in some like of these battles, like if you're like, Pope, I've got NTW3, how do I join your historical scenarios? I've always wanted to do some. Then you need to just join my Discord. The link is down below in the description. You're more than welcome to join. Whether you're a new player or a veteran of the game, all are welcome. Yes, as you can see here, the 12-pounder almost in position. These musketeers are just now getting out of the way, I think, to allow there to be some space for this 12-pounder, which I'm sure is going to start pounding these Swedish lines very nicely. We'll go back to normal speed now because battle's almost underway. Lots of musketeers over here. Like, look at the size of these units. 158, 160. Some big units here. You guys better do your Tsar proud. Guns here. I'm sure they'll open up as soon as the order is given. So yeah, there's a certain amount of setup time for the Russians. I think it took a little bit longer because Buxhoven had to like come from all the way over there on the right. Now they're setting up their 12-pounder on this. Sort of like there is a bit of a rise here in the ground, and they can just bombard these Swedes here. So there's at least 2 Swedish armies here, if I remember correctly. Look at these. It's just like militia, these guys are. They're not going to do much. But there is also a Swedish army way over here. You're not really able to see it. I could barely see it. There's actually a Swedish army here. There's an infantry unit here representing the combat general. Can't hide generals, so I can see that. And there's a few units as well over there. So the Swedes are going to be assaulting across there and coming for this this road bridge, a land bridge, I guess it is. It's like just a bridge, I guess it's supposed to be. And I think they could also cross here, which is why I had some infantry ready. It looked like they could cross here. It looks a bit lower than everywhere else. But yes, we'll see what happens. The Cossacks are scouting a little bit, seeing if the Swedes there. They're very much so. Swedes are basically from this road all the way to the river. And yes, this is looking like it's going to be very, very spicy once it gets underway. There you go. I saw shots fired from the Swedes. I saw a Swedish gun just fire there. Don't know if that was on purpose. Yep, there he goes. I can hear the guns again. Firing away. It looks like Swedes, or I imagine these guys are pretty good. They must either be like light infantry or like guards or something, because they actually have like the proper shako. Compared to these other guys, I feel like they must be fairly good. But the Swedes will be attacking, so they will be coming forward very, very shortly. Some light infantry here being sent forward. Skirmishers. Gonna go and snipe out some units. Maybe probably go for that gun that's all the way back there. That's what? 6-pounder. Yeah, here they come. The artillery now firing. And Russian infantry also firing as well. So here we go. The first real action is starting to begin here. And the Swedes reply with a volley. Captured. I imagine Town Hall. That might be... I don't know where that is actually. Oh, it's this building here, the Town Hall. Occupied by some Jaeger. Very nice. Russian infantry already opening up. They've got a pretty good ground here. And also, I guess, water protected by these tree trunks. I don't know if they actually give them cover. There's a lot of Swedish units here. And here we go, a Russian charge coming in as well, as we have Cossacks here. They're going in for the skirmishers. They're going to take those guys out pretty easily. That was a pretty easy fight there for the Cossacks. They just need to go back the way they came, because otherwise they're going to run into all that Swedish fire. Careful, Cossacks. And there's these guns here. They're trying to help challenge these units ahead of them. I mean, that was a pretty decent shot. Like hit, I thought a hit right on top of the Swedes. Maybe not. Yeah, these Swedes here, these 3 units have a flanking shot onto these musketeers here, which they're losing, so there's no surprise there. The musketeers probably want to retreat. They probably want to actually like retreat and use that house for cover if they can. That's almost what they want to do. Just so the Swedes can't get flanking shots. And then it's 3 versus 6. Still not great odds. And then maybe the Russians here can support, who knows. Right now the Russians on this far right are just sitting back, they're using their guns, they're quite happy to just pound away. Seems like they're doing some pretty decent damage to, like, yeah, look at these militia units, they're already down to like orange morale. Not looking good at all. They're running away, they're like, yeah, we're not doing that. Oh, running across their own infantry though, that's caused some friendly fire there. Need to hold fire there, Sweden. Or advance, that's even better. They're getting ever closer to the Russian lines. Yeah, you can see these 3 units now even more like heavy on that flank. Like, these guys have a direct line of sight. Like, Russia just needs to retreat. This is just not going to be fun again. The units are starting to go orange. You need to retreat there. Use the house to cover here. That'll be a better move. The guns here, though, I mean, they could also get some pretty nice flanking shots into the side of that unit. They could just alter their aim, just aim for that. They wouldn't do too badly there. But here comes Sweden on this flank as well, coming in with cavalry. Pavel here can't form square. What is he going to do? Oh, he actually managed to survive that. He's going to turn around and fire some shots. Not bad. Missed every shot, it seemed like there. They have cavalry of their own here, though. Dragoons and Cossacks. If they need to use them to counter-charge against those cavalry, they should do so. There you go, the Swedes opening up again. These like in Delta infantry, I think that's what they're called. They're coming forward here. Yeah, infantry being pounded from over there. I had set up my 12-pounders here onto the onto this bridge. I'm just pounding away at them, and I can hear a charge from somewhere. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's Russian infantry going in. It's in the Jaeger unit. They can form square. Why do they bayonet charge this? Surely they don't realize this is not going to work. They should have thrown this unit away. Those guys nearly broke the infantry there. But not quite. But yeah, Russia on this far left flank now getting pounded hard. They're going to get charged at the moment here. Pavel. He's not doing so well. And these look like, I think these are guards, Swedish guards. Look at their hats. They're looking very fancy. And here comes the cavalry, which might be lifeguards of some sort. I'm not sure. They're pretty good. Well, they might just be dragoons. I'm not sure. I don't really recognize Swedish cavalry. But they did win their fight against the Cossacks, which was expected. Sweden's also started their assault over here. We have some infantry here, so just some Delta infantry coming across. And what are these? Some more of those like lights or something? Well, they might just be infantry, I'm not sure. But yeah, they were trying to come for my 12-pounders over here that was just set up. They did manage to rout this, yeah, this one infantry unit here. It was a 2-1. And now we need to get these musketeers in there. Get them running along with these grenadiers. Here we go. Bayonet charge incoming. Square, which is an unusual thing, but I won't question it. There must be a reason. Actually, yeah, red morale, that's not looking good. Grenadiers are coming in from St. Petersburg. They might rear charge and actually do a lot of damage to their own Russians there, but get them in. Get these boys in, just rear charge. Send those Swedes packing. And there you go, General is dead. So that was this General here. That was this Delta infantry here. Now the cannon grenadiers continue. Yep, they're going to go carry on in with this second unit. And the loss of a General might be costly here for this Swedish army. There we go, they're routed. Very nicely done. Now you need to get back across the river, Grenadiers. Get back across. Over on this side here, there's a pretty brutal melee fight going on as well. We have dragoons in here, infantry, all trying to deal with this. Looks like a guard unit. It really does. They're getting shot on the side right now by Swedes as well. And Russia's forming square, trying to deal with its guns. I think the guns might be lost. They should have tried to get the crew off the guns. And the Grenadiers, they should be able to hold these guys in square, fire a few volleys. That's what they need to do. Don't know if they will. No, don't know. But more Grenadiers here as well. They're dueling with the Swedes in like a line fight. Really, they should be going into melee. I mean, I brought some infantry over here now as well. I've got some musketeers here trying to help out. And Russia on this right flank here is still kind of dormant. Still not really doing too much. They've got cav way in behind as well, which is good to see. Looks over and over here, getting a Cossack. They're trying to hunt down something. We've got, yeah, looks like dragoons chasing after them. They're going to keep on their case. I guess looking for like a rear charge on generals or artillery or something like that. Russia here retreating with his grenadiers. which is all well and good, but then these infantry need to retreat as well. Here we go, a charge from the Dragoons going in, St. Petersburg Dragoons. They're going to try and charge these lifeguards now. They might rout them. They're down to orange morale, if possible. I don't know. Oh, instead, okay, both sides routed. I was going to say the Dragoons routed instead, insane. I mean, they did in fact rout those lifeguards in the end. There you go. Artillery still firing from across the river over here. And we're redefending this point here. The infantry has rallied. Excellent, we're going to need it. As it seems like the Swedes are coming back as well. Their Delta infantry has rallied. They'll be coming back for round 2 on that point there. Yeah, whether the Russians can make an assault here, I don't know. Or whether they can retreat and support over there. What have we got here? 6-pounders rallied, actually. I don't know how they managed that, but it has. And yeah, at this point, this is kind of where the defense, I felt like, kind of went a little bit to shambles. Because, like, the Russians here are all fully retreating and going back towards Lapua, which is fine. But we still got a lot of troops over here that are on the wrong side of the river. So it's like, guys, we need to hold on here and let Buxhoven get what he can back across, because otherwise we're in real trouble. The Swedes at this point are absolutely annihilating us, and they also seem to be better in melee than the Russians. There you go. Russians routed there. The Grenadiers, St. Petersburg, they're coming forward again. I'm sending these guys... Oh, I think I have 2 units of them, but I'm sending one of them back in. Yeah, it seems like... Look at this. I'm like losing these Swedes. They're better at shooting, and it seems like they're better in melee as well. Really, I should have set up this 12-pounder, had to just fire down this road, but it's actually doing pretty good cover fire at the moment for this infantry here. And yeah, there you go. Swedes charging again routing. Looks like some more Grenadiers here. Not the St. Petersburg ones though. More infantry setting up here. They're on the low ground though. Like, the Swedes have somehow got the high ground off them, and they're going to just charge this side anyway here. This has been Delta infantry, and they routed them almost instantly. And look at that, both gone just like that. What have we got coming across here now? Hussars. The building's been lost as well. The town hall. There's the Jaguar we're in. Here we go. Hussars coming in, trying to deal with the issue. They're going to try to slow this down. Swedes form square though. And they're going to go in instead for another charge somewhere else. I mean, the morale's low, so they've got to be careful doing that. And really, I don't know if this is a smart idea. I mean, really, this is a bit of a forlorn hope, because you should either back that up with infantry, or just waited until the Swedes were the ones to make the attack. Like, wait until the Swedes do some bayonet charges, then use the cavalry to countercharge them. Because then they won't be in square. So I don't know how many of the Swedes can form square, but a fair few it seems. And more musketeers broken there, surrounded. Now you can see the Swedes are like fully in control of Storbin, that first town that we were holding. They still not have yet to take Lapua though. And again, the Swedes have managed to rout me in a line fight here. This is an even line fight. It's just like, I don't know what to do. You guys keep shooting me, and then the Grenadiers of St. Petersburg are going to have to come forward again. These brave, angry men. You can see the Swedes there, they're running away. They know that the Grenadiers are a problem. Really, I think I have another artillery back here. I do. I have a horse artillery just here. I should just set that up on the road here and just let it just bombard. And this infantry here is not going to be able to, I mean, yeah, I don't think it's getting a clear line of shot. Yeah, it's like firing into the side of the road, side of the bridge, I think. Anyway, less of that. Back to the main fight. Lifeguards again, smashing some poor Russians in the face. It's Roman something or other with a musketeer unit here. And it's not looking good. History looks like it's going to repeat itself right now. The Swedes are taking this battle by the scruff of the neck. Kamenetsky going in. I'm sending in my infantry into melee here. It's inevitable now that they're going to get side charge and they just get routed anyway. Doesn't really matter. My other St. Petersburg Grenadier, yeah, getting outgunned here. Just not much I can do. Just breaking before I even lost my general. I haven't even lost, like, Kamenetsky's fine back here. But morale is just horrendous. I've got my final few units that have been mobilized here. My reserve that I was leaving to defend Lapua might now need to come across and defend because it looks like the Swedes are going to be rushing very quickly here into Lapua. If I can get a bayonet charge as they come out are in the river, that would be great. But these guys are already pretty beaten up, and the Swedes are now taking a change of tactics, and they're going to come across the river here. I've got an infantry unit here holding. I don't know why it's sitting in the river, but it is. The 12-pounders here also, I mean, have a pretty nice angle onto anything that just comes across that bridge. The Swedes finally might be about to lose some stuff here. They actually might die. Whether those Russians finned, I'm not sure. They kind of just about got into combat and then they fired. They did rout that Swede. Here we go. I mean, you can see Buxhoven here is getting across the remainder of his army. I think his 12-pounders been abandoned. I think they've been taken out. Oh no, they're still here. The 12-pounders have been moved. They're firing to the flank now, so that's good to see. Some of his infantry is still on this side. He's still got like lifeguard cuirassiers here, and also he's got a dragoon unit. He's still got some pretty heavy hitters. The cav there getting shot in the face as it came across, but it's going to come for those 12-pounders. The dragoons will challenge that though. There you go. Swedes there. Should be routed. Should be routed. The 12-pounders will be able to get back to business as usual in a moment. There you go. The Swedish cavalry gone. Excellent. Russians can hold on for a little longer here. Lapua though not looking too great. The melee fights are very much in action now. All these damn guardsmen. It's just a pain. It's just so good. As you can see, yeah, I'm having to retreat units over from the bridge, which I don't think there's much over here actually. The Swedes had this like small, like diversionary force. And it's just smashing straight through the center here now. Very much across and into Lapua. The Russians still got a presence in Storbin, but it's not much, and it looks like now the Swedes are going to come across and they're going to come and deal with what remains. And those guns get a good volley off. A good like canister volley right now would be very handy. Come on, Ben, fire! The Swedes are getting ever closer. Gun crew getting shot at now as well. It's not a good sign. Looks like we're going to see the Lifeguard Cuirassier in action in a moment. There you go. Volleys from the artillery. They are hitting these guys hard. Look at that. That was canister. Nice amount of damage there. There we go. We're going to see a charge. Looks like from the Swedish infantry. But the Lifeguard Cuirassier is also going in. And Russia's cavalry should do some decent damage there. Yeah, here we go. That's the end of the 12-pounders as this in Delta infantry sneaks around the side and takes them out. Well, I say it's the end. Can these musketeers save them? Maybe. Maybe, maybe not. The Russian cav is still going ham. We needed these guys earlier. These cuirassiers are doing work. Oh, it's a small Swedish cav in the back. It is. Oh gosh. I don't think they had much in the way of cavalry, but I think they did have a bit more than expected. And yeah, these guys being charged in the front and the back. These Russians did not hold. Oh, that was pretty brutal. That might have been Fimin. But yeah, there you go. The Russians are gone anyway. It doesn't really matter. They were going to rout them. The cuirassiers actually did manage to take out every single one of those Swedish units, even one that was in square. Very impressive. But yeah, here we go. Russians can't even form square. Poor guys are a bit vulnerable. The Russians actually did win that fight against the Swedes. Good on them. Instantly get broken on these cavalry, though. And can the cavalry... Yeah, the cavalry looks like it's going to win them. Gone back to green morale. I thought it could be routed for a moment, but no. Back on this side over here, looks like Russia's not looking too good. Lapua's almost fallen. There wasn't really anything in there left at this point. But making a stand against the Swedes for now. More of these damn guardsmen appear. And there you go. Bayonets twirling. They'll do their best. Hacking and slashing away. Come on, Russia, prove that you are not a cowardly people. Musketeers here, trying to get a good flanking shot onto the side of these infantry here. They could do so, I think. It started so well with the loss of that Swedish general. And I was like, oh, maybe we can do this. But no, the Swedes are just damn strong in this, in these cores. Russia here. I mean, they might actually, yeah, with a combination of artillery here and infantry, actually manage to rout that unit. Very nicely done. And there's a rear charge, there's a side charge coming in, but instead, change of plan and go into the back of these guards here. Rout these guys. There you go. That's how you rout them. Got to surround these guys. Take out every last one of these damn Swedes that are on this side of the river. We have for now. Oh, maybe not. There's plenty more still on the way. Delta infantry here. Yeah, lots of infantry. Too much, perhaps, but they're recrossing in a moment anyway. At least make your stand memorable, so the people of Russia will sing of your defense. Kamenetsky reforming up, preparing for the inevitable assault. Swedish militia is still alive as well, which is an insult that we couldn't kill these guys off. I don't know where they went. Yeah, it's absolutely outgunned at this point right now is Russia. I mean, their shooting stats aren't great on a good day. But when you're getting shot at by lots of Swedes like this, yeah, it's not going to end well. I mean, we've got Buxova, we've got Kamenetsky, and we've got, I think, the other one, yeah, Kulinov is still there. Not much left. Oh, my Grenadiers, St. Petersburg return. They need to get back to the fight. One more hurrah from them. Yeah, I mean, you can see here, infantry is just going to get charged on the side in a moment. Just break to the sheer sight of the infantry charging towards it. Artillery over here setting up as well. You need to keep firing, 6-pounder. This thing costs like 2 quid. It's literally like 2 gold. Oh my gosh, it's going to get routed this way. It's going to get shot to pieces. There you go. Yeah, that's sad to see. That is sad to see. We've got Kulinov here as well. He's just getting shot, really. And Kamenetsky here is going to get charged. There's nowhere for him to go, really, anyway. The battle is over. There you go. I think Kulinov's broken. Kamenetsky's not a coward, though. He'll fight and die. There you go. And it looks like we're going to have one last charge over here from the cavalry. Form square! Men of St. Petersburg. Can they rout that cavalry? Get a volley off and you rout that cavalry. Yes! That's a small win. And that is basically the Battle of Lapua over, I think. Yeah, they've just routed another Russian resurgent unit over here. But yeah, that is the Battle of Lapua. An absolute massacre for the Russians, really. I mean, the Swedes have plenty left. I don't think this defense of Storbin went too well. I don't know whether we should have bothered with it. And should have just defended Lapua. Like, we could have just defended this side of the river so well. We'd have had rank upon rank of Russians. I mean, certainly the 12-pounders as well, like the army over here with the 12-pounders kind of was out of the action a little too much. They kind of just ignored them and just smashed on through Storbin. So maybe they should have sent a few more troops to defend that road there. But yeah, as you can see here, the Russians, I mean, they're going to break just at the sheer sight of the Swedes by the looks of it. But we'll just fast forward quickly. And we'll see what happens here. There you go, just, yeah, instantly routed. I don't even think they got into melee quite. And that should be the battle. I don't think there's anything else left. The Swedes are just shooting some retreating men. And there you go, a defeat for the Russians. So hopefully I put up the end results. This is from my perspective, since it was a stream, I was playing as it, and playing in it, and I thought I'd just save it because we don't have many Swedish historical battles. So I thought even though it wasn't the closest, it's still worth showing off. But yes, so my unit stats are here. My Grenadiers of St. Petersburg did the best. They didn't even quite get 100 kills, but then my 12-pounders, yeah, which were helping with so much like covering fire, getting 50 kills. Still not great, but like, yeah, not great. And most of my army was in reserve, so once I sent my guys in, it was almost over before it even started for these guys. But yeah, Kamenetsky's Corps, not the largest, couldn't really bring a lot. Just a lot of infantry, really. I didn't even bring a single shred of cavalry, unfortunately. But there you go, guys. There is today's battle. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. It really does help out the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.